Kosigati, Your Royal Highnesses, Bankabengosi, Obabe Dikulu, Royal Councillors, my colleague, Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Speaker of Senate in the Republic of Kenya, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, the Honourable Deputy Prime Minister, Honourable Ministers, Honourable Members of both Houses of Parliament, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps and Development Partners, judges of the Supreme Court, judges of the High Court, as well as judges of the Industrial Court, the Learned Attorney General, Regional Administrator, Hall Region, Your Graces, the Bishops, the Clerk to Parliament and Parliamentary Service staff, distinguished guests, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. Your Majesty, it is my high honor and privilege to extend my warm welcome to His Majesty on my own behalf and that of my colleague, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, the Honorable Dlamini, and all parliamentarians to this, the inauguration of the first session of the 12th Parliament by Ete Wenwa Pagat. It is an equal honor and privilege to extend a warm and unreserved welcome to Her Majesty Mhlekazi Ndlovukazi, Mother of the Nation, goes. It is my honor to also welcome the Right Honourable Speaker of Senate in the Republic of Kenya, Honourable Amason Jeffer Kingi and his delegation. A special welcome to all those joining us through digital media platforms. Mbangazita, we are gathered here following the successful completion of Imikhosi Yelive and the year-opening National Prayer Service. The ever-increasing numbers at such gatherings are a good sign that eMaSwati are committed to their king and country. We are grateful for the Lord's protection and guidance in the preceding year. The plentiful rains are always an encouraging precursor for a productive year ahead. Indeed, we have faith the Lord will show us great and mighty things. Hlangalwezwe, the 12th Parliament, is a product of the recently concluded national elections. Our unique monarchical democracy once again delivered a peaceful change of government. eMaSwati aphuma ngedingane ayawugawula tindvungo letobambisa makhosi ekwakheni live. The election was the first of its kind, delightfully so because the nation was able to follow progress very closely through live broadcasts on national television and other digital platforms. It is worth noting and equally gratifying that the membership of women in Parliament increased from the 11th Parliament. As it stands, the percentage of women members of Parliament has jumped from 21% to 28%. This trend demonstrates that indeed the kingdom is on a positive path towards equitable representation. Gwenyamandvuna eMaSwati, the spirit of our monarchical democracy reverberated yet again when eMaSwati came from all corners of the country and gathered for Sibaya to drink from His Majesty's wisdom. At Sibaya, eMaSwati also exercised their constitutional right to mandate Parliament with policy guidelines for the incoming Parliament, for the incoming government. The nation, with the aid of technology, also participated in the process of the formation of the government of the day. Sibaya, as always, was diverse, inclusive, and participatory. The attendance the diaspora were also able to participate. The outcome of Sibaya was clear to all and sundry, and it culminated in what we perceive as His Majesty's Ngwe Declaration. Lwandlo Lukhulu, following the mandate from His Majesty in Sibaya, and in anticipation of the inauguration of the first session of the historic induction conference, where all parliamentarians were empowered with tools to work effectively. Further to that, the respective chambers of Parliament have also completed the process of electing the portfolio and sessional committees. The only outstanding process is the election of the members of the Parliamentary Service Board. The 12th Parliament has indeed hit the proverbial ground running. I am pleased to further report that Parliament of Eswatini was recently elected into a 15-member standing committee of the Conference of Speakers and Presiding Officers of the Commonwealth, CISPOC. Hlangalwezwe, you expressed yourself in very clear terms at the conclusion of Sibaya that the national deliberations will continue in the various chiefdoms and dingunda across the country. Therefore, Parliament is committed in the course of the next 5 years as part of its strategic plan objectives to implement a program of taking Parliament to the people. This initiative will be implemented working in conjunction with the established structures of our monarchical democracy. This, we hope, will address the dominant concern at Sibaya that parliamentarians disappear from the people once they have been elected or appointed, and only to re-emerge when canvassing for votes in preparation for the next election. We look forward to the support and collaboration of Bobabe Tikuru and other relevant structures in order for this program to be a success. Selwa, we begin the session with renewed hope, knowing that we are a blessed nation. You have been consistent in reiterating that Eswatini is a blessed nation, one that should not depart from God. Gwenyama Ndvunai Maswati, therein lies the soul and destiny of Eswatini. Integrity, respect, and patriotism are the character traits that should continue to define and uphold our identity as a blessed nation. Bangazita as Parliament, it is our collective prayer and aspiration to be sensitive and responsive to the pressing national challenges and confronting the nation. The poverty crisis and the persistent natural disasters occasioned by climate change continue to have devastating effect on the lives of Emaswati. As part of our priorities, we therefore commit ourselves to expedite the formulation of youth-responsive laws that will ensure an enabling environment for developing skills and upscaling employment creation for our young people. In line with the Ngwe Declaration, we are cognizant of the need to fast-track legislation and resources geared towards decentralization and service delivery at the grassroots. Your Majesty, we will not rest until your vision for first world status for the kingdom and attainment of sustainable development goals become a reality. On that note, we will continue to support growing an investor-friendly economy, as well as strengthen laws that will help fight corruption and alleviate gender disparities. It is also imperative for the country to prepare an effective strategy for climate change that will ensure access to climate finance, expansion of the green economy, and the building of national resilience to environmental disasters. Mbangazita, in conclusion, we give you our pledge that as Parliament, we shall embody a solution-based mindset anchored on diligence, trust, and humility. Parliament further extends its gratitude for the opportunity we got to Yovusela Emakosi, whereat we were able to introduce ourselves and share our vision for the country. We were particularly encouraged and enriched by the words of wisdom and blessings from their majesties. Parliament yakhona kunene ingithumile Ngwenyama Ndvuna kuthi ngethule sipho setinkomo letisihlanu letinzathu tayo ingwenyama letimbili tayo indlovu yemhlaba. Your Majesty, with these few remarks, it is now my singular honor and privilege to invite His Majesty to address this joint sitting of Parliament and the nation to inaugurate the first session of the 12th Parliament. Ngekuthoba lokukhulu Hlangalwezwe ngicela